What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. Do we want to see what single fatherhood looks like? Just a question. When talking about single parenting, I think at this juncture, you can grade single motherhood. You can see, um, positives and negatives of it. You know, you can see the cause and effect. You can look at it. We have a long history of, you know, we have a long amount of time to look at to gauge the direction and the results of it. And people say, maybe you shouldn't talk about people like that. Maybe you shouldn't do this. Maybe you shouldn't do that. People are doing the best they can. So my question that I'm posing is this: well, should we start looking at like mass single fatherhood, see if that works out better? Like, you want a comparison? I mean, what would mothers have a problem with that? Would mothers have a problem with that? Would mothers have a problem with being non-custodial parents? You know, would you consider yourself a real mother if you paid your child support and that's it? Would you feel like a failure if a single father, uh, a group, a significant group of, I say significant group, if single fathers did better jobs at raising productive members of society than single mothers? If the boys were masculine and productive and the females feminine and productive, would what would that say? If it was less angry teenagers, what would that say? If there were less, because I'm saying this because of this. Um, the consensus on single fathers is that they actually, the low percentage of single fathers that they are, the consensus is they actually make better custodial parents when you look at it. Now, of course, we're talking about a small percentage of fathers to a large percentage of mothers. So this large percentage of mothers, people are complaining about the mothering skills. People are complaining about their ability to raise children. People are complaining about the children that they've raised, how they grow up to be. People are very uncertain about the children raised by single mothers. So, that being said, when you're starting to see more and more fathers who have more productive children, what is wrong with a switch? I mean, some could say that single motherhood has had its opportunity, it's had its time, it's had its window, it's had all the breaks, it's had all the government assistance, all the family assistance, all the legal assistance, um, all the parenting assistance, support system assistance, and by and large, it's still not so fruitful. And I say that because of um, when we talk about stereotypes, young boys are more feminine and young girls are more masculine. Out of in the households of these single mothers, and it's becoming more and more prevalent, more and more of a trend. Like, let me explain something to you. The way these boys and girls dress, I can guarantee you, fathers be like, you ain't buying that. Like when I shop for my child, when I buy my son clothes, I'm gonna tell you, if he even look at something that's, I want to wear that, but you ain't buying that shit. Mm-mm. You buying that? Mm-mm. Nope. Not. Mm-mm. You gonna look like a boy. You fucking not dressing like Young Thug, or this is not skinny jeans of America. Fuck that. You're not gonna be dressing uh, like you was in Wham and shit. you know. And the same with the girls. I see my little nieces and little cousins. What the hell you think you gonna buy? I'm gonna get this. No, you're not. No, you're not. Fuck no, you're not. You're gonna be a little girl. You ain't gonna be. No, I want to be. Like, even when it comes to role models. I mean, fathers who got fucking sense. I would say that, because there's some guys out here who ain't got no fucking sense. I know. Um, Fathers who got sense to be like, who's your role model? Who? Oh, no, hell no. That motherfucker ain't shit. No, 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 no. Not a real role model. No, sorry, not a real role model. Why not? Cause they ain't shit. You know, it's that like there are certain boundaries that fathers place that seems to be lacking with mothers. So why not? So how would it be differently if fathers were doing it? Would mothers be looked at differently if they were absentee? You know, would fathers be looked at differently if fathers were custodial parents and using these same methods to create parental alienation? I.e., they don't answer the phone when you call. I.e., if you come over to see the kids, you call the cops. I.e., if because we say that these women are getting more and more educated and they're out producing and making more money now. So I hope you realize, when y'all start having kids and we're trying to say that, you guys are dating guys that probably you shouldn't be dating sometimes, because we use a stereotype that girls dating a lot of sorry dudes on purpose. So if you if you keep rolling around this way, guys gonna be at home more. You're gonna be out working more, making more money. He's gonna be at home raising the kids. I'm just telling you. And then, what say you? Would it be wrong if these guys, kept asking for increases in child support? Would that be wrong? Or if you got married to someone else and then they use your joint income as a reason to get more money out of you, would it be looked at differently? If fathers were actual, 9 times out of 10 deemed the custodial parent, and the children were still dysfunctional, would people look at fatherhood as a failure? Like, or would you be bashing fathers by pointing out that, these kids are not growing into uh, adults in the right manner? These kids are dysfunctional. Would that be a actual would that be a logical point that won't be met with shaming tactics, right? If 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 fathers were to make the same mistakes, that's probably been going on for what, 40, 50 years, would fathers get 40, 50 years to keep doing it? See, I don't know why. It just came to me. I was thinking about this. I was like, um, should should fathers, should single fatherhood get that opportunity now? Because if society's complaining about its youth, and they're complaining about this youth coming from single mothers, if the adults of these single mothers are complaining that they can't relate to the opposite sex, so they have a problem connecting and creating with each other because of their upbringings in these single mother households. If people are recreating these lives that they thought were normal and become adults and realize that shit is not normal, and then they have to deconstruct themselves and recreate themselves into a person that's actually functional, then doesn't that say it's time for a change? And are people fearful that if that change were to happen and fathers were to actually get it right, would that be would that opportunity be a slap in the face to feminism? Because anything you can do, I can do better. And what if we could be better parents than you? You know, because to some degree, motherhood was a trump card. So what happens if the trump card um, gets trumped? So it's just a video that I was thinking about. Came up with out of the blue. But if you want to comment, let me know. I was just thinking. Peace.